Anthony, what is going on, brother? This is Nick O'Neill here with Leo Digital SEO. I do appreciate you reaching out in the Epoxy group, and man, I do appreciate your patience. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but we had about 65 other business owners reach out and ask for a video, so it's taken a while to do the research and put the videos together for each and every one of you. Nonetheless, I do have this video here that's going to give you 3 points for your business and your website, and that's going to be content, backlinks, and citations. Then I'm going to show you the opportunity of taking these steps for your business and just how lucrative it's going to be for your business, traffic wise, job wise, and revenue wise. So let's get right into it. First things first is content. And generally, Google likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words. Now, that's depending on competition and the number of keywords needed. If you're asking what a keyword is anything someone might type into Google when they're looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place these keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website found for. For an example, one of your keywords could be, epoxy floor in Warren, or epoxy floor in Detroit, outdoor epoxy Warren. You get the idea, right? It's service plus city equals keyword. Now I've got your website in a word counter, and we'll see you're at about 336 words. You're going to want to get that up to 1,500 for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 being Google does not consider your website an authoritative figure until you hit that 1,500 mark. And what this means is they won't crawl your page as much. So it means they won't put you in front of the people that you're looking to get, a job bid on or more traffic to the door like that. Reason number 2 is you want enough words so that you can get these keywords that I'm talking about in there, as just one keyword could be the difference in, 10 possible jobs per month to 40 possible jobs per month. So let's go ahead and look at my tool Ahrefs here. It's a tool that I use and pay for monthly. It gives me the all-in-one, information I need on websites. There are free tools out there that you can use. This is just what I go with. So we've got one of the top competitions. That's going to be Epoxy Floor in Detroit. As Warren and Detroit are just so close, I figured what better one to use than them, basically. They are the top competition, and they are doing they're doing a pretty good job at what they're doing, and they are reaping the benefits of it. So let's take a look at what keywords they're bringing in right now. These would be the keywords, and so a good keyword for you might be, if you're looking to take over the Detroit area, epoxy floor in Detroit, right? And so we see that that's 90 people per month coming in. This is the volume. That would be 700 people coming in just for this word alone. The KD is going to be keyword difficulty. So, the higher it is, the harder and longer it takes to rank for the organic section. And likewise, the lower that this is right here, the faster and easier you're going to rank for it organically. So when I say organically, that means when someone puts this in Google, this is the organic section that you pop up for, right? And then this is the traffic they're getting just for that one keyword alone. And then this is their position. So enough of keywords. Let's go on to that second point, and that's going to be a backlink. Now, a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another, or in this case, it's going to be one website linking to A to Z Epoxy.com's website. And so these links, they act like an endorsement of your website from others, and Google basically uses this to build trust in your website and your business by seeing other websites vouching for you. The best example I can give is, in Google's eyes, it's literally like a popularity contest where, the person with the most websites pointing back to theirs is winning that, quote unquote popularity contest, which means they're going to rank a lot faster in this area and have a lot more power on their website. So if we look here in my tool Ahrefs, we can see that you've got 18 backlinks and you've got 3 other websites pointing back to your page. If we take a look at Epoxy Floor in Detroit, we see that they've got 3,000 backlinks and 647 other websites pointing back to their page. So they're definitely winning that, popularity contest like we're talking about. But the good thing is if it works for them, it 1,000% will work for you. And so we can go in and see exactly what websites they have pointing back to their page. And so these would be all those websites, right? Now, I do want to point out that not all links are created equal. So it is worth noting they're relevant to your industry, and local websites will work best. To further that point, let's take a look at this number. That's going to be domain rating. So that's on a scale of 0 to 100. And the higher that this number is, the more power that Google is putting on this website right here. And so you want to have high-powered websites pointing back to your page, again, because it's going to rank you a lot faster for this. and for those keywords that we were talking about, right? And so you just saw how important each keyword is, as you can see how much revenue that they're bringing in just from that. So let's go on to the last point that I have for you. And we're taking a look at this Google Map Pack section. And so that's going to be a citation. And now you can see you're at the numbers 2 spot if someone were to put this in, which is beautiful. But if someone, a citation is, basically it's basically your business name, address, and phone number, exactly as it's shown right here. And so, these citations, they help you in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses, since we do know that they generate huge amounts of revenue. For an example, someone puts in epoxy flooring warring, then you want to be in that top 3 area, which you are. So beautiful. What you should be doing as well, though, is you're so close to Detroit that you should be in that top 3 area right here. As you know, Detroit is a very huge place, so you would gain a lot more jobs and calls from that. But nonetheless, back to these citations, they're included in directories like Yelp, Angie's, Expertise, and BBB, and there's hundreds of others I'm sure you may have heard of. Social media accounts are great as well. Just to give you an example, on your Facebook business page, right, you would want to put your business name, address, and phone number exactly as it's shown right here on that Facebook business page, and Google would see that and count that as one citation. And so then you have, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, the list goes on and on and on, right? And the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts your website and your business, and they trust you. And so once they start to see you more often than these cats right here, as well as these cats right here, then, the more likely it is they're going to rank you above them. As you can see, Epoxy King is ranking for Warren and Detroit. So definitely want to get above them and start reaping in those rewards. Now let's just do a quick recap, and then I'm going to give you some personal suggestions based off the research that I've found, and then I'm just going to show you how it's going to be so lucrative for you. So once you get that content up of 1,500 to 2,000 words, you're starting to get those keywords in there like we talked about, right? And then next, you're starting to win that quote-unquote popularity contest. You've got other websites and backlinks coming back into your website. And last but not least, get those citations and those reviews up. I know you've done more than 6 jobs, so get those reviews up as well. Well, let's take a look at how that's going to be so lucrative for you. Epoxy Floor in Detroit and my tool Eris, right? We see that because they're doing a good job at those 3 points, they're getting roughly 1,000 people to their website per month. And so, let's say that this was A to Z Epoxy's website right here, and now they're getting 1,000, people to their website because you're killing those 3 points that we talked about. Let's say of those 1,000, only 10% even decide to pick up the phone and say, hey, Anthony, can you bid on this job? I got a job I need you to do. And then let's say of, those 100, you and your team only close out even half of those. Well, that's 50 new jobs per month based off of those 3 points alone. And I'm not too sure what the profit margins are for the business right now, but I know for dang sure after being in this industry for so long that 50 new jobs is a lot of revenue. So that is what I do for a living, Anthony. I had some spare time, me and my wife did, and so giving back to the epoxy community, making this video to start generating more leads online for you, more revenue and more traffic, and hopefully get that phone ringing a lot more than what you're seeing right now. If you did find yourself wanting some more, want to start scaling the business or, start growing it, feel free to reach out. I can help with some more information, brother. Or we can talk about the goals of the business, and I could do some more in-depth research, more than what I've already done, and see what it would take to be reach those goals and what could be realistic. Nonetheless, I do ask that you would leave one line of feedback regardless. Maybe something was unclear, maybe maybe it was great and you understood everything. Just reach out and let me know. That would be greatly appreciated. Other than that, man, my door is always open. Just reach out to me. So hope you're having a great evening or morning whenever you're viewing this. And yeah, appreciate your time, brother. Hope this helps.